Welcome back to the channel. In this series, we journey into the old stories. We talk about the principal gods of Asgard. Today, we tell the story of Odin, the Wanderer, the Wisdom Seeker, the All-Father. A god who gave everything, even himself, in the endless search for knowledge. Long before Odin sat upon his high throne, before ravens carried his thoughts across the sky, there was nothing but frost and flame. From that first clash of ice and fire, Ymir the giant was born, and from Ymir's death the world itself was shaped. It was Odin, with his brothers Vili and Ve, who struck Ymir down, and from that great corpse built the bones of the earth. His blood became the seas, his flesh the land, his skull the sky. In this act, Odin revealed his nature. He was not a keeper of what was, but a maker of what must be. Where there was chaos, he carved order. Where there was silence, he breathed life. It is told that on a lonely shore, the brothers found 2 logs of driftwood. They lifted them up, and Vili gave them thought, Ve gave them form, and Odin bent low and breathed into them the breath of spirit. Thus Ask and Embla, the first humans, awoke. And so Odin was not only a king of gods, but also the father of mankind. Yet Odin was never content. Creation alone did not satisfy him, nor did rulership. What he hungered for was knowledge. He knew that wisdom lay hidden in deep wells and carved into the fabric of fate, and he swore he would pay any price to claim it. At the roots of Yggdrasil, the world tree, there lay Mimir's well, where the waters of memory and foresight flowed. Odin came to the well and asked for a drink, but the guardian demanded a sacrifice. Without hesitation, Odin plucked out his own eye and cast it into the depths. Blinded in one sense, he saw further in another, and his empty socket became a mark of the wisdom he had bought with pain. Still it was not enough. The secrets of the runes, mysteries of power, of language, of fate, were hidden from him. And so Odin took up his spear and hung himself upon Yggdrasil, the great ash that binds the 9 realms. For 9 nights he swayed, pierced, starving, near death, gazing downward into the abyss. At the edge of life he glimpsed the runes and seized them, wrenching their knowledge from the void. From death, he returned reborn, master of secrets. Odin's wisdom was never soft, never kind. He was a war god, a lord of the slain. On the battlefield he sent his Valkyries to choose who would die and who would live. The chosen were brought to Valhalla, his golden hall, where the warriors feasted and fought until the day they would be called upon to march at his side in the final battle. Odin did not gather them to save the world. He gathered them to face its ending. And still, he wandered. Cloaked in a wide-brimmed hat, one eye hidden, he walked among men in disguise. Sometimes he offered guidance, sometimes trickery, sometimes ruin. He was never wholly friend nor wholly foe. He was simply Odin, the seeker, the deceiver, the father of kings and the breaker of oaths. But for all his striving, Odin could not escape the web of fate. He knew what was to come. He had heard the prophecy, that one day Fenrir, the monstrous wolf, would break his chains and devour him. He knew that his sons would fall, that the sky would split, that the fire of Surtur would consume the world. He knew it, and still he prepared. He gathered warriors, whispered to seers, sought every scrap of knowledge he could find. Not to escape Ragnarok, but to meet it with open eyes. And so, when the end comes, Odin will ride forth on Sleipnir, his 8-legged steed, spear in hand, against the wolf. He will fall, as all things must. But his story will not end in silence. For Odin is more than a god of the past, he is a truth woven into the heart of myth itself, that wisdom must be paid for, that power is dangerous, that every seeker must sacrifice. The All-Father is a reminder that creation is born of struggle, that knowledge is wrestled from the dark, and that even in the face of doom, one must strive. For Odin is not just a god. He is the hunger that drives us forward. The shadow that whispers of sacrifice. The wanderer who never rests. Thank you for watching. If there's another figure or realm from Norse myth you'd like us to cover, let us know in the comments. And remember, wisdom is never given freely. It must be won.